Carroll lost to them in Butte, but then rebounded going down the road to take on the Battling Bears. A tremendous effort by the team down Johnny Hillman, able to pick up a 26-point victory in Billings.
And we were all in shock. I don't think anybody was more shocked than I was. Maybe Billy Drykosen was, the coach of the Rocky Bears. But Carroll just shut them down, just completely. They just went for about 10 minutes and didn't score a bucket, didn't score a point. Rocky did. I'm sure it was one of the worst offensive performances that Billy Drykosen, who's a great coach at Rocky, has ever had. But Carroll just was really locked in on defense that night.
Fighting Saints are led on the season by Andrew Cook, the sophomore from Huntington Beach, averaging 16.9 points per game. Brendan Temple, the senior from Castle Rock, Colorado, averaging 12 and a team best 7.8 rebounds per game. He's important to running the offense through the post, as the Fighting Saints usually employ 4-guard lineups a lot of the time. We've seen more Braden Cook, more Isaiah Moore, both true freshmen. Garrett Long has had some injury trouble, but we will be seeing all of them as the Fighting Saints take on the Argos soon. We will go to a break and then a conversation with the Fighting Saints head coach Kurt Paulson. You're listening to the home of Fighting Saints basketball on Rewind 94.9 FM and online kcap.com.
Plan to stay where the winners go. Gold Island Casino.
Doesn't an island getaway sound great? Hi, this is Jenny, inviting you to our Gold Island for your getaway. Enjoy the air-conditioned comfort and super friendly atmosphere, and let us pamper you a bit as you try your luck on our Lipo machines. Join us today at Gold Island Casino for your island getaway.
Plan to stay where the winners go. Gold Island Casino.
This is John Lagerquist with Century 21. I believe we are born to overcome and live in victory. It doesn't matter what your present circumstances look like. That sickness is not permanent. That addiction didn't come to stay. Struggles, lack, and barely getting by are not your destiny. Freedom, health, restoration, and opportunity and abundance are in your DNA. Why? Because who your Father is. Now, when thoughts tell you that it's never going to happen, just go back and check your spiritual birth certificate. Just say, I know who I am. My Father's name is God.
When we were getting ready to have Kaycee and deliver her, my husband and I felt a tremendous amount of love, an outpouring from the nurses. The staff at St. Peter's Health assured me that we would get through this journey and get her here and delivered safe and sound. There's nothing more heartwarming and amazing knowing that every time I step foot in that hospital, my children are going to be in the best care possible.
St. Peter's Health. Superior care, hometown commitment.
Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom. Stop in today for fantastic sale prices on our great selection of quality name brand sofas, love seats, sectionals, recliners, tables, and more. And if you need a new bed, you'll love the fantastic prices and incredible comfort you'll find on our complete selection of extremely affordable therapeutic beds. Plus, 12-month financing is available with approved credit. Ask for details. Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
This is Saints Game Day, driven by Placer Motors on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Joining us now from the Rutgers Furniture Coaches Lounge is the head coach of the Fighting Saints men's team, Kurt Paulson, fresh off of a victory at Rocky Mountain College in Billings. You split the Thursday-Saturday as we return to conference play. What did you like from the team's effort this weekend and being able to bounce back from the Tech game and get a really decisive victory on the road?
Yeah, it was two tough road games and then got the win on night number 2. Happy the guys bounced back. We did play well at Rocky. And it's nice to get some home cooking, 2 games in Helena this week.
You were without for the second game Johnny Hillman, your senior leader, captain, really an important part of your offense, both as a facilitator and then able to create his own shot. A lot of different players stepped in his absence. Can you talk a little bit about some of the players that you felt were particularly good in the Rocky game as you were able to build a great lead and then able to maintain it?
Yeah, Andrew and Brendan need to take up the slack. Obviously, they're guys that can score for us on the other end. And then I thought Braden did a nice job facilitating the team at point guard and Garrett and Isaiah really need to fill in the void there with Johnny, both offensively and defensively, and then amongst other guys off the bench. We'll have to find some guys that can help and develop a little bit of depth now that Johnny's kind of re-injured.
You play 3 games against all conference opponents. Coming up, this will be Providence, the only team you haven't faced yet. What are going to be some of the points of emphasis for the matchup as you come in off of a really complete game, and then knowing that you're going to be facing all the teams again with Northern coming back for the second time?
Yeah, Providence is good. They're very quick. They got a couple guys eligible at the Christmas break for second semester, and they're good. They shoot the 3. We got to defend the 3-point line, and this is probably the quickest team we faced, so we got to keep them in front and keep them out of the paint.
Defensively, in the first half of the Rocky game, you were really able to put the clamps down. You're not, from a size perspective, Brendan Temple's 6'8", but it's a lot of more wing and guard play. What's the key to the defensive success when you don't have really significant rim protectors or multiple? You have multiple guys coming in, Murat, Derek Kramer, but what was the key to the success in slowing down the Battling Bears like you were able to do?
I don't know the answer to that, to be honest, other than our guys keep coming to practice and getting better and playing hard at practice, and hopefully it'll start carrying over to the games and wins, and it did Saturday.
Thank you very much, Coach. We appreciate your time, and good luck this weekend.
All right, go Saints.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Got projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Hi, we're TDS. We're here to shake things up a bit.
See, we specialize in technology that connects people and grows business.
Like intelligently designed phone systems, cloud-based TV,
and powerful fiber internet that delivers speed and reliability beyond compare.
Our competition doesn't like us much, but our customers do.
So, Helena, if you're ready for a new choice, say hello to TDS. We want to be your provider for a lifetime. Visit tdsfiber.com/hello to learn more.
Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture. It's a new year, and January is the perfect time to shop for store-wide savings on new furniture for your home. At Rutgers, you'll find the largest in-stock selection of home furnishings in the Helena area. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire house, Rutgers has the selection you want at prices you can afford, and financing is available. Ask for details. Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Rutgers like no other furniture store.
This month's choices become next month's body. Make the choice to work out on fitness equipment from Play It Again Sports. Bring in your used fitness gear and use the money to buy new fitness gear. They have treadmills, elliptical, recumbent bikes, and more. Now's the time to get what you need so you can make this your year for health and wellness. Work out because you love your body, not because you hate it. 3 months from now, you'll thank yourself. Play It Again Sports, your fitness equipment headquarters on North Montana Avenue.
KIMO HD3 Townsend, Helena, your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9. You're listening to Saints basketball. Tip-off is next on Rewind 94.9, your home for the Saints.
Glad to be with you this evening. Frontier Conference basketball. Earlier tonight, it was the Carroll College Fighting Saints women victorious over the University of Providence Argos, visiting from Great Falls. We are now getting ready for the men's matchup. A look at Steve Keller's Argos squad. Starting
A real four-guard lineup. I mean, pure four-guard lineup.
And in that four-guard lineup, Marcus Stevens, a 6'3" senior from Hilltop, Washington, joined by Kenny Curtis, a 5'9" sophomore from Seattle, Washington, Davian Harris Williams from Tacoma, Washington, a 6'1" junior, and Sam Vining, a 6'3" sophomore from Great Falls, Montana. In the front court, the center, 6'7" senior from Great Falls, Jake Olson. Vining and Olsen both played high school at CMR. The Fighting Saints, the reigning Gatorade Player of the Year, true freshman Braden Cook from Helena Capital, starting along with sophomore Andrew Cook from Huntington Beach, California. Garrett Long, also a sophomore from Wenatchee, Washington. And then from Fairfield, California, Isaiah Moore in the starting lineup. And Brendan Temple, the lone senior with Johnny Hillman injured. Temple, a 6'8" forward from Castle Rock, Colorado. That's your starting five for Coach Kurt Paulson.
So Nick, that's a 4-guard lineup for Carroll too, matching up with Coach Steve Keller. Normally Taylor starts, has been starting at the 4, and tonight it'd be Isaiah Moore, who is a guy who can stay in front of dribblers. And this 4-guard lineup is quick. They are quick on quick for the Argos, and they will spread the court and they will attack the rim.
We saw Derek Kramer starting in Billings, and then in this game it will be Isaiah Moore in that spot. As Johnny Hillman, the 6'2" senior from Post Falls, one of the captains, a leading player for them. He is injured, suffered a couple injuries this season, but most recently at Tech with 3 minutes to play, and we're tipping off and possession controlled by Brendan Temple. Braden Cook will start the Saints offense. Andrew Cook along the perimeter, Isaiah Moore. Braden Cook drops it into Brendan Temple, who will go to work against Jake Olsen. Temple with a spin move, left hand off glass. It's good. Good start. First possession, Fighting Saints, 2-0. Braden Cook, Isaiah Moore, both true freshmen on the floor for Coach Paulson and the Fighting Saints. 8-7 overall, 2-2 in conference. The Argos are also 2-2, so an important game for them in the early season. This is the first game between these two teams. Each conference opponent will play 3 times. Braden Cook picks up the dribble. Brendan Temple out to Andrew Cook. And Cook tries to give it back, but quick hands by Marcus Stevens from Hilltop, Washington. Stevens goes to work, shot up, and it's good.
Wow. Well, that looked too easy. I mean, he just looked so under control there, and straight up, hard dribble left, and then straight up in the air.
2-2 first half action from the Carroll PE Center. Nick Dietzen along with Gary Turcott. Brendan Temple facing up, going to work in the painted area. He'll kick it out to Isaiah Moore. 3 from the corner, shot no good. Rebound Marcus Stevens. Stevens brings it up the floor, and quick penetration. Tries to get the layup, but he will draw the foul instead. Braden Cook with the foul. Marcus Stevens, as we mentioned, and then Davian Harris-Williams, 2 additions in the 2023, starting the...
And Marcus was at Hilltop, Washington, but he played at Sheridan Community College, so that's where Coach Keller picked him up. And what a nice addition he is. I can see it already.
First free throw good by Stevens. He has all 3 of the Argos points so far in the early going, as Stevens this is his 5th game, and he's averaging 18 and shooting 53% from 3.
Yeah.
So dangerous from the perimeter, and also he's shown us a quick first step. Argos in front, 4-2. Quick hands by Kenny Curtis to knock the ball out of bounds, but the Saints will retain possession with 22 seconds on the shot clock. So no Johnny Hillman. Braden Cook, the true freshman, will handle a lot of the primary ball handling responsibility as he raises up on a shot. No good. Isaiah Moore tried to get the rebound, knocks the ball out of bounds, and Providence will start with the lead 4-2. Kenny Curtis just 5'9", but Curtis averaging 14.5 for Steve Keller's squad. Earlier tonight, we saw the Fighting Saints women victorious over the Argo women. Shot no good, rebound Braden Cook. Up the floor comes Isaiah Moore quickly and off glass, in and out. Rebound comes to Sam Vining. And Davian Harris-Williams going to work with the left hand. Nice rebound by Brendan Temple. Andrew Cook gives it up to Braden Cook. 3-ball, good.
Braden just got Andrew Andrew just got Braden a real good look at a 3.
In rhythm.
Yeah.
Confidently knocks it down. 5-4, Fighting Saints in front. Without Johnny Hillman, some of the offensive load distributed equally in Billings as the Fighting Saints put up a tremendous effort. Vining misses, and the rebound goes to Temple.
Now, Nick, Vining has missed 2 wide open catch and shoot 3s in the corner, and he's not going to miss those all game long. You can't let him get those wide open set shots.
Garrett Long, as we like to say, knows one speed. Garrett Long, an aggressive offensive player, likes to drive. Braden Cook tries to get it to Andrew Cook. Ball deflected, 10 on the shot clock. Isaiah Moore gets it into Andrew Cook. Defended by Jake Olson, unable to convert. The Argos now trail by 1 in the early going. Stevens to Williams. Williams drives off glass, shot no good. Rebound Isaiah Moore, but then the quick hands by Davian Harris-Williams, but he loses the ball out of bounds.
The Argos have missed a lot of easy shots at this point. They really have. Fortunately for Carroll that they have missed them.
Quick substitution, Brendan Temple with some nice rebounds. He will head to the bench, and we will see from Istanbul, Turkey, Murat Kuzaloja. Murat sporting some wrap on his left shoulder. He had a physical game against the Battling Bears. And
boy, he did.
Also was a real leader and vocal presence from the bench as Garrett Long converts on a floater. That's
the shot Garrett Long made 100 of those last year. And hasn't been able to make them this year, but he broke a finger in his shooting hand, and that has really bothered him this year. But that one showed the old touch that he had last year.
7-4, Fighting Saints in front. Argos taking it from out of bounds. Kenny Curtis, point guard, defended by Long. Curtis goes to work on Long. Double team by Isaiah Moore.
Awfully good defense by Long. Tremendous defense by Long. He's so strong.
And Moore came on the double, and he picked up his foot, and turnover for the Argos. Garrett Long from Wenatchee will take the pick from Guzalojic. Out to Isaiah Moore. Isaiah Moore in the corner will drop it into Murat. Back out to Moore. Moore with the 3. Shot no good. Rebound by Vining. Kenny Curtis up the floor to Jake Olson. He will attack and able to convert off glass. The Great Falls, Montana native and CMR product will look to get a 3-point play. Jake Olson. Coach Paulson will go to the substitution again, and now Guy Pedra from Sao Paulo, Brazil checks in. Guy had a nice effort in the Billings game.
Really shot the ball well. I mean, he really spotted up on the perimeter, and his teammates would penetrate and find him open, and he drained some real big shots against Rocky Bears.
And they need additional offensive firepower without Johnny Hillman in the lineup. And so several players contributed, and we'll see where those shot attempts go throughout the Saints lineup. 7-7 tie game. Andrew Cook drives the lane, and Jake Olson with a shot block. Marcus Stevens in transition. Gets it out to his backcourt mate, Davian Harris-Williams. Knocks down the 3. And there'll be a timeout. 10-7, Providence with the early lead. 5 minutes in, we will take a break. You're listening to Fighting Saints basketball on 94.9 FM and online, kcap.com.
Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom. Stop in today for fantastic sale prices on our great selection of quality name brand sofas, love seats, sectionals, recliners, tables, and more. And if you need a new bed, you'll love the fantastic prices and incredible comfort you'll find on our complete selection of extremely affordable therapeutic beds. Plus, 12-month financing is available with approved credit. Ask for details. Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
Winter is here and there's no better time to own a new Subaru. Hi, this is Eric from Placer Subaru. Subaru is the right vehicle for a Montana winter. With symmetrical all-wheel drive and industry-leading safety, you can drive Montana roads with confidence. At Placer Subaru, we are finally starting to see a little bit of on-ground inventory. So check it out online or just stop in and see your favorite sales consultant and pick the Subaru that's right for you. That's Placer Subaru, family-owned and operated, and serving the community for over 70 years.
Welcome back to the Carroll College PE Center. First half action. Fighting Saints trail by 3. It was Davian Harris-Williams, a junior from Tacoma, Washington, who knocked down a triple, assisted by Marcus Stevens. Those two players eligible for the spring semester and have both produced excellent offensive play for Coach Steve Keller in their first 4 games. And as we start the new year, Murat Guzalojic with a make, and he's fired up. And I think the official says you're a little too fired up potentially for his liking. And they're going to have a little conversation.
Absolutely nobody in the gym knows.
So that was a foul there on Guzalojic. It was a foul on Sam Fining. And they're going to call the technical on Murat here for his primal scream after the make. I don't know what the thought is there on celebrations there, because we saw Murat. He was pretty fired up in Billings, but nobody had an issue with that. But this one, they call it early technical.
Whoa. I don't think he yelled in anybody's face, which is, it's like it's a taunting penalty.
It's not really in his personality. He's just
he just yelled. He was excited.
He cares, and he doesn't. He's not a focal point of the offense. So you should get excited when you get an and one. So interesting call there, and they call that unsportsmanlike. So 2 free throws connected by Marcus Stevens, 12-9. And Murat will head to the line after his make, so he will try to get a 3-point play. So they're stifling his enthusiasm, I would say, on that one, but we'll keep an eye on that. Free throw up and good from Guzalojic. 12-10. Fighting Saints trail by 2. Frontier Conference, both teams 2-2. Fighting Saints picked up a great road victory against the Battling Bears without their senior leader, Johnny Hillman. Providence around the perimeter, and Kenny Curtis, deep 3. There's just a lot of perimeter talent for Coach Steve Keller.
They do, and they really move the ball until they get, They penetrate pitch until they kind of get an advantage, and then make you rotate, and then they're going to find the open player. And Coach Keller has really perfected that style.
Saints inbounding. Andrew Cook now with 18 on the shot clock. Cook, the team leading scorer, 16.9 points per game, and a real smooth offensive player. Good mid-range game, doesn't settle for threes. 6 on the shot clock. Murat will go to work, kicks it out to Braden Cook for a deep 3. Braden Cook.
Nice pass by Murat, perfect. Right in the shooting pocket.
Beats the shot clock there from the corner. So 2 threes for Braden. Fighting Saints trail 13-15. First half action from the Carroll PE Center, and Kenny Curtis with the heat check, no good.
Now I don't think Steve likes that shot.
Murat with the rebound. Guy Pedra picks it up, drops it into Brendan Temple, who checked back in. Temple, the leading post player for the Fighting Saints, a senior, gifted back to the basket and face-up game. Good shooter, and Murat with the jump hook. Didn't really have his feet set. That one comes up short and goes to Jake Olson. Providence quickly back on offense. And checking in was Eric Milner. Shot no good from the perimeter. Milner averages 12 points off the bench, so we'll keep an eye on him. Just a lot of firepower for Coach Steve Keller offensively. Do you expect to see more Brendan Temple, when it's this 4-guard lineup, I mean, he
Yeah.
doesn't have a size advantage exactly, but we
think
just know how good they are going with him.
They need to get him the ball at the low block more. He's out on the perimeter a little bit too much right now.
15-13 on the miss. Good rebound, strong rebound by Jake Olson, 6'7" senior from Great Falls, Montana, and then the foul is on Brendan Temple. Isaiah Moore will check in, and Murat Guzlojic to the bench. So that was one of those fouls you hate to see on Temple, just trying to get the rebound and just, not just a little ticky-tack there, but
and
he's
Carroll now, Nick, checking in a big Larson. Derek Kramer, because the Argos came in with number 40, Sam Norum, who played at Helena High. He was listed at 6'11".
Yep, 6'11" sophomore, so a couple bigs join in the lineup here for both teams. Isaiah Moore helped defense. Deep three, Drayton Coyote, no good. Isaiah Moore with the rebound. Fighting Saints trail 15-13. Early first half action from the Carroll PE Center. Brendan Temple facing up, defended by Norum. Temple goes to work, spin move, baseline, and the left-hand hook is good. He's been so good with that left hand.
He is. And I think they need to go to him a little bit more. I really don't. I think they have to double team him. I don't think they can stop him one-on-one.
Tie game, 15-15. Marcus Stevens. And we'll see what the call on the floor is here. Foul on Marcus Stevens. He's a 6'3" senior from Hilltop, Washington, and transfer from Sheridan Community College. 15-15. 11 minutes, 35 seconds. First half from the Carroll PE Center. Both teams 2-2 on the season in Frontier play. Important game as they jockey for standings. Andrew Cook dribbling. He'll take on the larger Norum, and Norum extends. Cook unable to convert, and Davian with a deep three.
Now he took
Williams.
that rebound down and took about 3 dribbles and jumped up and splashed a 3.
He's knocked down a couple. They know they need to stay on him, and
Yeah.
Kurt Paulson takes a quick 30 seconds. We'll keep it here. Fighting Saints basketball all season long. Presented by Overland Express Restaurant, serving Helena since 1975. Overland is Helena's family restaurant that features their famous dragon wings. Try them, you'll like them. Overland Express. And by Ruckers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Ruckers Furniture. And Placer Subaru. There's buying a Subaru, and then there's buying a Subaru from Placer Motors Subaru. West of town on Highway 12. The Fighting Saints, 5-0 at home, 8-7 overall. They dropped out of the NAIA top 25. The only Frontier team is Montana Tech, who's ranked 12 right now. Fighting Saints lost in Butte, but they will have 2 home opportunity. They'll have, one home opportunity and then another trip to the mining city. Derek Kramer, Garrett Long, and Braden Cook with the 3-point opportunity. That's no good, but a nice offensive rebound by Isaiah Moore as he skied for it.
Boy, he did sky.
Moore at the 3-point line gets it into Temple. Nice action there to Garrett Long, and now Isaiah Moore with an open 3, and he knocks it down.
Making the extra pass there by Carroll. Very unselfish basketball.
Fighting Saints don't shoot a lot of threes, but we've seen a fair amount early on from them, and then a lot from the Argos. A lot of perimeter play dominating in the early going. Harris Williams gives it off, and now it's Milner. Milner goes to work, one hand off glass, and a nice follow by Sam Norum.
And that's dribble drive at its finest, where you have your post be an alley player on the weak side away from the ball, and he cleans up the weak side rebound, which worked perfectly that time for the Argos.
Sam Norum with the bucket, the Helena product, 20-18. Argos in front, just under 10 minutes in the first half. Fighting Saints will drop it into Brendan Temple. He will go to work on the block and draws some contact, no call. Offensive rebound, Derek Kramer. And then Isaiah Moore goes to work, but it's Norum with a block.
And we've got a shot clock violation.
So good couple of possessions for Sam Norum from Helena High School with the putback and then a block on the defensive end.
Well, you know, he is 6'11", and he is a bit of a project, but I can see he's gotten better each year that he's been there.
Davian Harris Williams, he's got the green light, shooting from way down.
Boy, he does.
Unable to connect.
He really does.
And checking in for Kurt Paulson is Jordan Bryant. So Jordan Bryant from Carmichael, California, and Yuba College, 6'6" junior. He's in for Kurt Paulson's Fighting Saints group as they trail 20-18. First half action from the PE Center. Isaiah Moore swings it to Bryant. Now back around the perimeter, they will reverse it, but now it's Long into the painted area. Braden Cook swings it out to Long, 9 on the shot clock. He will pull up inside the painted area, shot no good. Rebound, Kenny Curtis, the 5'9" sophomore, comes down with the rebound. And Davian Harris Williams, no good. Jordan Bryant with the rebound, gives it up to Isaiah Moore. Under 9 minutes, first half. Argos 20-18. We've had a series of possessions without a score here. Fighting Saints, Braden Cook and Isaiah Moore, both true freshmen on the floor. Moore skips it to Braden Cook from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound. Brendan Temple comes up with it, and then good strong action by Temple to draw the foul on Norum. Multiple Saints crashing the boards there.
Jordan Bryant, Nick, who hasn't had a lot of playing time this year, but has made himself a force just this last couple of minutes on the offensive and defensive boards. Kept that rebound alive.
And then Brendan Temple did a nice job of initiating contact against the taller Norum, and he converts the first free throw. Andrew Cook back onto the floor for the Fighting Saints. Sophomore from Huntington Beach, leads the team, 16.9 points per game. Temple converted on 1 of 2. It's 20-19. Saints trail by 1. Pump fake by Drayton Coyote. He drives the lane and is able to draw the foul on Temple, so that's 2 on Brennan.
Well, it's just beautiful spacing and skip passing by the Argos, running their dribble drive offense. And then they get you on a hurried up closeout, and then they shot fake, and then they're by you.
So Temple will head to the bench with 2 fouls now, and Murat Guzalovic back in the game for Coach Kurt Paulson. He's been subbing liberally.
This is pure four-guard offense by the Argos. This is, when somebody says four-guard offense, if you want to see what it is, this is what it is by the Argos, and it's very well done.
So the make by Kaoli from Portland, Oregon, Westland High School. 23-19, the Argos with their largest lead of the game. Andrew Cook swings it to the corner. Garrett Long, 3-ball, no good.
You can just see like the rotation on that ball. He's got a bunch of tape on his shooting hand, and there was no spin on that shot, and he just can't get the feel. I mean, both his 2 middle fingers are all taped up, and it does affect your shot.
Without a doubt, he's a great defensive player, and he likes to shoot that mid-range jumper, that 3 from the corner. Not necessarily something that he takes often, but it was open, unable to connect as the Saints trail by 4. Going to work, Marcus Stevens one-on-one with the make there, and now the Argos stretch the lead to 6. It's 25-19. Providence in front, going on a little run here. Let's see what the Saints can do on the offensive end as Isaiah Moore gives it off to Jordan Bryant, and he'll drop it into Murat Guzalovic. Garrett Long, spin move into the painted area, no good, and the rebound offensively picked up by Guzalovic. Andrew Cook with an open 3, unable to connect, so the Saints in a little bit of a scoring drought here as Stevens throws it to Curtis in the corner. 7 minutes, first half action from the Carroll PE Center. Marcus Stevens with a nice pass into Jake Olson, and Olson with an even better pass. Kaoli missed it, and Isaiah Moore comes up with the rebound. We will see some more substitutions now as Coach Paulson will bring James Lang in at the next dead ball. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with you. You're listening to the Fighting Saints basketball on Rewind 94.9 FM and online kcap.com.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Got projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals. Plan to stay where the winners go. Gold Island Casino.
Doesn't an island getaway sound great? Hi, this is Jenny, inviting you to our Gold Island for your getaway. Enjoy the air-conditioned comfort and super friendly atmosphere, and let us pamper you a bit as you try your luck on our Lipo machines. Join us today at Gold Island Casino for your island getaway.
Plan to stay where the winners go. Gold Island Casino.
Back to the Carroll College PE Center we are. It's 25-19. The Argos visiting from Great Falls, University of Providence in front, 25-19. Marcus Stevens, 8 points. Davian Harris Williams, 6. He connected on 2 threes. 2 threes also from Braden Cook lead the Fighting Saints as he has 6, and we will resume action in the first half here as Eric Milner gives it up to Kenny Curtis. Now Vining to his high school teammate, Jake Olson. A nice give and go there.
That high-low there, the high-low action, Carroll fronts the post. Argos got it to their high post, and he dumped it down, a perfect pass. Argos just playing really well right now.
27-19, largest lead of the game for Providence. Isaiah Moore going to work. Elevates, shot up, no good. Rebound, Marcus Stevens. So no Johnny Hillman. Brendan Temple was on the bench for a little bit, but he has re-entered the game. We expect to see the offense go through Temple. That's been a recipe for success for the Fighting Saints all season long. James Lang checked in from Jesuit High School in Portland, Oregon. And a deep shot by Milner is no good, in and out. And Isaiah Moore doing a nice job on the glass so far in the first half.
The Argos are just getting good shots, too many good shots, time after time. They're just executing extremely well on offense.
Isaiah Moore struggling from the field, 1 for 6, but doing a good job on the glass with 4 rebounds. Andrew Cook picks up his dribble and drops it into Isaiah Moore. Nice bounce pass by Andrew Cook.
And Andrew, I'd like to see Andrew start to look for his offense a little bit more.
He's yet to score so far.
Yeah, I mean, he
0 for 5.
Yeah, that is an Andrew.
27-21, Argos in front. 5 minutes first half from the Carroll PE Center. The Fighting Saints on a 2-game homestand. They will take on MSU Northern on Saturday. They lost to the Lights earlier in the season. We'll have that one for you.
That's
Saturday.
just too good right there.
Deep shot, Marcus Stevens.
Yeah, and he just, they kind of a little simple dribble exchange, and the Carroll defender went under, and he just jumped up from 28 feet and drained it.
30-21 crossover by Braden Cook. Shot no good. He follows it up, and then Isaiah Moore triple. So Moore struggling from the field, but staying with it, knocks down the 3. 30-second timeout gives us a chance to talk about the Saints here.
Carroll is a really good defensive team. And going into the game, Nick, I thought it would be Carroll's defense against the Argo offense, and so far, the Argo offense has just been too good. I mean, they're getting, the object of the game is to get more good shots than your opponent, and right now the Argos are just getting so many good shots, and you know, they've missed some of them, but they're high quality shots, and that's why they have a 6-point lead at this point.
Knocking down 33% of their threes. They've hit all their free throws. And then the Carroll on their side, just 9 of 28 so far from the field, 32%.
Yeah.
Action resumes. Providence in front by 6. And Andrew Cook called for the foul as he was defending Marcus Stevens.
There's a real quick crossover move there. he faked like he was going to take an on ball and refused it and hit a crossover left and caught Andrew on his heels. All Andrew could do was reach.
Just can't relax on the defensive end. Not that they do, but there's just really everyone on the floor is a threat.
Especially Stevens. It's number one, Marcus Stevens from Sheridan Community College. He's special. They're all pretty good on the perimeter, but
they have quick triggers too. They all have confidence. So there's when the ball hits them, there's not a lot of places where you can hide somebody. They're gonna put it up from distance. 32-24, Argos in front. This ties the largest lead of the game for them. Isaiah Moore with a 3, and he knocks it down. So 2 in a row from Isaiah from the same spot on the floor.
Exactly. Inside, outside. That time, Brandon Temple with a nice inside-outside pass to set it up.
32-27, Fighting Saints trail by 5. Sam Fining going to work against Andrew Cook. Spin move, and unable to convert, but he does draw the foul. 2 in a row on Andrew Cook. It's still early in the season, but Isaiah Moore, we are seeing him blossom into a really confident offensive player.
Good point. We sure are. He's just a good player. He does everything. He's a good defender, a good rebounder. Yeah.
Early in the season, he was seeing extra time because he was really the best lockdown defender, arguably, for Coach Paulson, and so he was gaining more time, but not really looking for a shot. Now with Johnny Hillman out, there's more opportunities needed, and two confident shots there.
Yeah, he knows he has to step up. When the Hillman out,
he started tonight. 33-27, and Braden Cook steps on midcourt over and back.
And that was a good defense by the Argos that time. They trapped the on ball and forced Braden to go backwards.
A little conversation here. Okay, 33-27, 3 minutes, 51 seconds in the first quarter. Fighting Saints split their road games last week, and now Marcus Stevens getting double teamed. Jake Olson gets it, now into the corner, Milner, back to Jake Olson. Olson looking for the cutting teammate. It's intercepted by Brendan Temple. Now in transition come the Fighting Saints. Isaiah Moore out to Brendan Temple at the three-point line. Saints trail by 6. First half action. Brendan Temple gets the feed. Argos cheating a little bit, and now Isaiah Moore with an open 3. Shot no good, and a good offensive tip by Guy Pedra. Are they waving it off? Okay, let's see what we get. Guy Pedra from Sao Paulo, Brazil, elevated and got the tip. I think they should waive that one.
That's just good. Foul on the defense.
Okay.
That's the right call.
Nice
he was inside.
He was already in the air.
Guy had the inside position. There was contact with both of them, but Guy had the inside position.
Argos lead by 4, but Guy Pedra is looking to cut into that with a 3-point play. Nice offensive rebound. Guy had a nice game on the boards down in Billings. Saints trail by 4, 3 minutes, 19 seconds remaining, and
that's a big call, big play. That keeps Carroll in contact. Only down 3 now, and Carroll's got to keep contact with this team.
Marcus Stevens, they need to keep contact with him. He knocks down a 3.
That's the second time Carroll's tried their 2-2-1 press, and the Argos just throw it up and shoot it. They don't try to break the press or get a layup, they just bomb it.
36-30, Fighting Saints trail by 6. James Lang, ball handler. So there are 3 freshmen on the floor. Isaiah Moore goes to work and is able to get the foul on Davian Harris Williams. So more aggressive in the first half here. Probably the most shot attempts we've seen in a half from Moore this season.
Well, he's been Carroll's best player this half, no question about it.
He's
really
in
has.
double figures with 11, 3 for 6 from 3. Brendan Temple, 5 points, 4 rebounds in the early going, but Moore leads the way with 5 rebounds. So he will step to the free throw line with the Saints trailing by 6. 2 minutes, 51 seconds left in the first half. Along with Gary Turcott, I'm Nick Dietzen. Happy to be with you all season long. Frontier Conference action. Isaiah Moore at the free throw line. No good on that shot. And back come the Argos. Sam Vining. Going to work, spin move, gets his feet set. Shot no good, rebound Brendan Temple. James Lang will push it up to Braden Cook. Lang. Now they will back it out, get set. See if they find their way to Brendan Temple. They do. He's got the ball. Picks up after one dribble. James Lang in the corner. He'll take the pick. Now back to Temple. Spin move in the lane. Shot no good. Rebound, Jake Olson. Jake Olson really good on the boards.
Jake Olson had a real nice half.
Stevens to Harris Williams. Harris Williams going to work. And he had the hesitation. I don't know if he knew where to go, and he gets bailed out as Isaiah Moore.
He's one of those guys
up in the air.
He's one of those guys that's really under control. He's a real, he could play linebacker if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Very stout and low center of gravity, and he's just really under control.
So that's the 9th team foul on the Fighting Saints. Argos have 7. James Lang will head to the bench. Garrett Long will re-enter for Coach Paulson. Bit of a log jam in the standings for the men with a bunch of teams at 2-2. This is an important one at home.
It is.
2-game homestand again Saturday. It's MSU Northern. 2 o'clock women's tip-off, 4 o'clock for the men. Argos now in front by 7. Their largest lead is 8, and Davian Harris Williams will look to convert on that, and he does. So it's back to 8 with 2 minutes remaining in the first half from the Carroll PE Center as Garrett Long will bring the ball up the floor, defended by Marcus Stevens. Long behind the back. Braden Cook. Back to Long. Now they'll get into Derek Kramer. Quick pass from Long. Ball moving around the perimeter really well for the Fighting Saints. And Braden Cook, 3 ball.
Great offense there by Carroll that time.
They
5
kept
guys.
the ball moving.
Yeah, they did. A baseline skip.
38-33, Saints trail by 5. Minute and a half remaining. First staff action from the Carroll PE Center. Davian Harris Williams. Now they're skipping it around the perimeter. He will not waste any time with a 3, nothing but nylon. Davian Harris Williams for the Argos as they lead 41-33. Fighting Saints defense has been strong all season. This is quite the offensive performance by the Argos so far in the first half as they lead by 8. Minute remaining. Derek Kramer swings at Braden Cook, 3 ball. And he will counter Braden Cook. So Braden Cook and Isaiah Moore both feeling it from downtown right now.
2 freshmen, pure freshmen.
And that was a good pass by Kramer getting it to him quickly.
It was.
41-36, 44 ticks on the first half clock. Kick ball, Garrett Long. 41-36, 40 seconds remaining. First half, Garrett Long called kick ball. And Davian Harris Williams will inbound it. Give and go. And he will shoot another 3. This one no good. Rebound, Derek Kramer. 28 on the shot clock, 31 on the game clock. Isaiah Moore to Braden Cook. Now to Garrett Long. 18 seconds on the shot clock, so the Saints will look to milk the shot clock here. And nice defense by the Argos as Davian Harris Williams is able to knock it out off of Garrett Long. So 15 seconds remain, 41-36, Argos in front. Sam Vining checks back in for the Argos. He's a Great Falls product, one of 2. Jake Olson both played at CMR. And the Argos will get it into the hands of Marcus Stevens as he will look to go one-on-one against James Lang in the last possession. But he pulls up, and the foul on James Lang, so Stevens will go to the line for 3. I think he might have surprised him there with that early in the shot clock.
Exactly. I think he surprised everybody.
We thought it was going to be take it down to 2, fire away, but he had an opening, he thought, he took it, and James Lang bailed him out with the foul. So it'll be 3 at the line here for Stevens. First shot is good. Big first half from the senior from Hilltop, Washington, Marcus Stevens. He has not missed from the field or the free throw line. 16 points so far.
Ooh, he rattled that one.
Second one goes down. So he's perfect from the field, perfect from 3, perfect from the free throw line. Mr. Perfect, Marcus Stevens, first half. 43-36. Fighting Saints have done a really nice job, but the Argos keep coming back with counter punches. 6 seconds remain. Third free throw knocked down by Stevens. He has had an exceptional half for Coach Steve Keller and the visiting University of Providence Argos. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Guy Pedra now. He'll look to elevate. 1 second, he's got to get it off, and he's unable to. Fighting Saints now will head to the locker room down 8. 44-36. First half action has concluded. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with halftime show. You're listening to the home of Fighting Saints basketball on Rewind 94.9 FM and online kcap.com.
At St. Peter's Health, we care about our community and are committed to
Can you get us
keeping everyone
stats too,
safe.
Conlon?
That's why we're growing our emergency response team and donating over 100 hours a year to be on standby at local events and activities. No matter the occasion, you can count on us to be there when you
So
need us.
Williams has how many?
Stevens has 19. Williams has 11.
St. Peter's Health. Superior care,
Those two guys
hometown
weren't eligible
commitment.
till semester.
Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rucker's
Williams,
Furniture. It's a new year, and January is the perfect time to shop for store-wide savings on new furniture for your home. At Rucker's, you'll find the largest in-stock selection of home furnishings in the Helena area. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire house, Rucker's has the selection you want at prices you can afford, and financing is available. Ask for details. Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Rockers like no other furniture store.
This is John Lager, Christmas Century 21. Have you let circumstances in your finances, your health, or a relationship tell you who you are? Have you let negative thoughts label you as a failure, not smart enough, or not good enough? God is changing your name to blessed, healthy, prosperous, forgiven, confident, royalty, a child of the Most High God. When you start believing and getting in agreement with Him, things will become possible. Something will come alive inside you. You'll become what God calls you. You'll become what you believe.
So it's early in the week, and you've got a hankering for prime rib for dinner tonight, and nothing else will do. So what restaurant in Helena can satisfy that hankering every night of the week? The Overland Express. They serve their tender, succulent, melt-in-your-mouth, truly prime rib any night you want. Prime rib, cooked just the way you want it and served with all the trimmings. After you've satisfied the prime urge, top it all off with your favorite dessert. So why not make tonight a prime night at the Overland Express, serving Helena prime since 1975. Now open 7 days a week.
This is your home for the Saints. Rewind 94.9 and kcap.com. Now, the Saints halftime show.
Welcome back to the campus of Carroll College in Helena, Montana. From the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. Check with Brad for home, auto, rental, and others. Remember, you're in good hands with Allstate. The Fighting Saints trail 44-36 in the first half. The Saints women were able to pick up a victory earlier over the visiting Argos comfortably by over 30. The Providence Argos in front here by 8, and Marcus Stevens, 19 points first half, and he was perfect.
Well, Nick, for whatever reason, Marcus Stevens did not play first semester, and neither did Davian Harris-Williams. What a difference those two make. Marcus Stevens, these two guys, both of them are really under control. I mean, they just play the game with such ease. Now, Marcus is exceptionally quick, and he can get to the rim. He's got a middle game. He can shoot threes. Got a great crossover move. And Darian Harris-Williams, he's just solid. Low base of gravity, under control, great shot fake move. He'll shot fake, get his defender in the air, and then penetrate and get people shots. those two guys just dominated the game, I thought, for the Argos. Between them, that's 30 points between them. 30 of the 44 points that the Argos had were by those two guys.
Absolutely, and Marcus Stevens, perfect from the field, the three-point line, and the free throw line. Big margin on from the charity stripe. Argos 14 for 15, and then the Saints only had 4 free throw attempts. They made 3 of 4. So that's a 11-point differential at the free throw line. That matters when you're trailing by 8.
Well, and that's what Carson Cunningham, who was the coach here, very successful coach. And when Steve Keller was at Western, Carson would always say, "Why are they shooting so many more free throws than we are?" And he would really get after the officials hard about it. But the truth of the matter is that the Argos spread you out, that dribble drive offense, the way he runs it, they spread you out so hard. And then he gets 4 guards out there that can all handle, and then he'll get 1 post player, and he'll be an alley player, so he's not in the way when you drive. He stays away from the ball, and then you go to help, and you're going to foul them because they're so quick. And then they pass the ball well. They'll penetrate. You rotate. They'll hit. You rotate again. They'll hit. And then pretty soon somebody's got an open shot. But that's an awful lot of free throws to shoot in the first half. 15 free throws.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And knocking down 14. I mean, that's what that matters. And as for the Fighting Saints, who come in with the 8-7 record and 2-2 in conference, a pair of true freshmen leading the way offensively. Braden Cook had 12 points, 4 for 6 from 3, and then Isaiah Moore was 4 for 10 overall, had 5 rebounds. He had 11 points, knocked down 3 of 6 threes. The Saints are not a three-point shooting team. Generally, they don't settle for a lot of threes, but they made 7 of 15, which is fantastic, 47% on the season. They shoot it at 39%. They're a good shooting team. They just don't shoot a lot of them. So to knock down 7 was pretty good. But ultimately, their defense, which has also been really good, was exposed there, giving up 44. That's just too much in the first half.
Well, Carroll unable to take advantage of the lack of size of the Argos. So the Argos are going to play a 4-guard lineup. That means that they should have a problem on the boards.
They did lead 20-13 on that front.
They should have a problem with inside play, but so far, Andrew Cook, who is an all-conference type player in my view, he's held scoreless, and Brandon Temple, he only had 5 points, excuse me.
5 and 5 rebounds, but just 4 shot attempts.
Yeah, so I think coach has got to figure out a way to get Brandon involved, pound the ball inside, and get Andrew going. Andrew Cook, I mean, he's just way too good. You can't hold him down like that for a whole ball game.
So look at the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. For all your insurance needs, contact Mike Miller State Farm Insurance. Starting the second half in Butte, Montana Tech, ranked number 12 nationally, leads 47-37 over MSU Northern, so a 10-point margin starting the second half. Then also starting the second half in Dillon, Montana Western in front 29-23 over Rocky Mountain College. So Tech leads the conference right now, and then you've got kind of the jumble of Providence and Carroll, both at 2-2. This is an important game at home, taking on Providence. Fighting Saints trail by 8, 44-36. We'll be back with more halftime analysis and a recap of the women's game. You're listening to the home of Fighting Saints on Rewind 94.9 FM and online, kcap.com.
Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom. Stop in today for fantastic sale prices on our great selection of quality name brand sofas, love seats, sectionals, recliners, tables, and more. And if you need a new bed, you'll love the fantastic prices and incredible comfort you'll find on our complete selection of extremely affordable therapeutic beds. Plus, 12-month financing is available with approved credit. Ask for details. Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
This month's choices become next month's body. Make the choice to work out on fitness equipment from Play It Again Sports. Bring in your used fitness gear and use the money to buy new fitness gear. They have treadmills, elliptical, recumbent bikes, and more. Now's the time to get what you need so you can make this your year for health and wellness. Work out because you love your body, not because you hate it. 3 months from now, you'll thank yourself. Play It Again Sports, your fitness equipment headquarters on North Montana Avenue.
Hi, this is Chuck from Meineke Car Care. I know you're probably used to hearing my wife. However, we decided to give her the day off, and I got stuck doing this. You want to go to a place you can trust for car care. Check out Meineke's reviews.
They do great quality work. I've had my 95 Dodge over there and had an oil change and brakes. They've just replaced a brand new engine in my wife's van. Go anywhere else, they're going to be costing you a lot more. Meineke's that one special shop. They're a wonderful group of people to work with. I'd highly recommend them.
If your car is complaining about anything, visit your full-service Meineke Car Care Center on Custer Avenue.
Hi, we're TDS. We're here to shake things up a bit.
See, we specialize in technology that connects people and grows business.
Like intelligently designed phone systems, cloud-based TV,
and powerful fiber internet that delivers speed and reliability beyond compare.
Our competition doesn't like us much, but our customers do.
So, Helena, if you're ready for a new choice, say hello to TDS. We want to be your provider for a lifetime. Visit tdsfiber.com/hello to learn more.
KIMO HD3 Townsend Helena, your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9.
Welcome back. It is halftime from the Carroll College PE Center. The Fighting Saints trail by 8. University of Providence Argos in front 44-36, led by Marcus Stevens and his 19 first half points. He was perfect from everywhere, the field, 3, and the free throw line. Knocked 9 of 9 down at the line. So big half from Marcus Stevens, who already got to his season average in scoring. As for the leader of the Fighting Saints offense so far this season, Andrew Cook, averaging nearly 17. Nothing blanked on the first half.
Yeah, and we know how good he is, and we know he can get going. Sometimes you just, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Paulson doesn't have a set coming out of halftime. First play to, get him posted up or get him on a side where you can ISO him, something to let him see the ball go through the net. And let him get, because he's as good as there is, and I know what he's capable of doing.
He had a couple fouls, so he had to sit a little bit, didn't get into a rhythm, 0 for 5 from the floor. Cook, a really good mid-range shooter, good driver of the basketball, doesn't really settle for threes, so he's going to be important for the Saints if they are able to mount a comeback as they trail by 8. It was Braden Cook and Isaiah Moore, true freshmen, with 12 and 11 apiece, providing 2/3 of the offense for the Fighting Saints in the first half. And then for the Argos, as mentioned, Marcus Stevens, 19, Davian Harris-Williams with 11. The Argos were 6 for 15 from 3, but Stevens and Williams were 5 of 7.
Yeah.
So dangerous from distance, both of them.
Both of them they just look so experienced and so under control, along with their athleticism. But they're really solid basketball players. They just don't make mistakes.
Earlier tonight, it was the Fighting Saints women, victorious 74-41, a big win. They were without Camden Hilborn, their senior point guard, who leads the team in assists. She's right up there on the rebounding front. Camden Hilborn sat with an injury, and the Fighting Saints rallied around Addie Ekstrom, who started for her, and it was a full team effort as they picked up a 33-point victory to move to 4-1 in conference, bouncing back after a loss at Rocky. About 2 minutes until we head to second half action here. What are some of the points of emphasis? You've been in that locker room where you faced a team that is hot from the perimeter, and you don't want it to become a horse race, really, because I think there's more potency potentially from the perimeter for Providence.
Carroll tried their 2-1-2 zone press, which has won them a lot of ball games. The Argos just shoot the ball too well to do that, and they shoot it early. So they just burn your press with the 3. I don't think they can press. I think they've really got to get down and play man-to-man defense like they did in Billings. They got to really keep the ball in front of them, and they got to rotate, and they got to help, and they got to scramble. And then offensively, they got to get Andrew Cook going, Brandon Temple going. And these games are always won in the second half. Carroll might be down 8, but the game's going to be won in the second half. First 3 minutes are always important. The Argos have the arrow, so they'll have a set to start with. Coach Paulson will be drawing up a play right now, Nick. Something, I'll bet it's for Andrew Cook.
Fighting Saints in Billings came out and only allowed 15 first half points, whereas 44 here. So they kind of look to flip the script and get the defense going, which oftentimes leads to offense. So getting stops will be important as they trail by 8. We're about ready to resume second half action from the Carroll PE Center along with Gary Turcott. I'm Nick Dietzen, thrilled to be with you this Thursday evening. A reminder that Saturday, if you're in Helena, the Fighting Saints take on MSU Northern. The women tip off at 2 p.m. The men after at 4. Carroll College women 4-1 in conference. The men are 2-2 right now, looking to get an important third victory as they're tied with Providence in the standings at 2-2. Providence boosted by Marcus Stevens and Davian Harris-Williams, who have only played 4 games coming in, but they look like they're in midseason form.
Well, they're so comfortable with what they're doing. It's hard to believe they've only played 4 games for the Argos. It really is.
As the teams come back onto the floor, the Saints in their home whites, the Argos in their road blue jerseys. The possession will start with the Argos. And Sam Vining drops it back to Marcus Stevens, who had 19 first half points. Stevens defended by Isaiah Moore, the freshman from Fairfield, California. And Stevens will go to work, and a better start to the second half as we finally see a miss.
That's his first miss.
And that one was in the post up. Braden Cook on the offensive end. Skips it over to Garrett Long. He will drop it into Brendan Temple. Temple faces up. 15 on the shot clock. He'll go to work. Spin move. Multiple moves. Off glass. Left hand. Brendan Temple.
We should see a lot of that this half. They need to go into him.
Brendan Temple, just very skilled, both hands. He's got an array of post moves. He's not someone you can sag off of either, since he's got a good mid-range shooting ability. Saints trail by 6 early going second half. 44-38. Sam Vining off 1 foot. Shot hits the front of the rim, and the rebound to Isaiah Moore. Moore leads the team in rebounds so far tonight. Got the start with Johnny Hillman out with injury. Brendan Temple, they will clear it out for him as he could go one-on-one.
I think they got a foul there, Nick.
Jake
he
Olsen
drove baseline and he was pushed out.
Saints kind of cleared out to that left side and let him go to work, and that was a good plan as he's able to draw the foul on Olsen, who it's his first foul.
And Olsen had a very solid first half, by the way.
And on the inbound, Brendan Temple, 3-ball, in and out. Saints bench held their breath there. 44-38. Davian Harris-Williams driving the lane, left hand, in and out. Tipped around, Isaiah Moore corrals the rebound. On his way to a potential double-double. Moore sets his feet, drops it into Brendan Temple. He'll give it back to Moore, who goes baseline, and a dangerous pass to Garrett Long. And a second foul on Jake Olsen, excuse me. And it looks like, nope, they're going to give that one to Davian Harris-Williams. Temple dropped it into traffic to Garrett Long, and then he got the foul. And at the free throw line, Garrett Long, first shot up and good. 44-39, 18 minutes, 21 seconds, second half action from the Carroll PE Center. Garrett Long from Wenatchee, Washington, the sophomore, connects on both free throws.
Carroll's got to cut to 4.
44-40, so out of the half, they trailed by 8. They've cut it to 4. They're doing it with defense first, and Davian Harris-Williams elevates, shot no good, rebound, Andrew Cook.
And they got a flop on Davian Williams, the flop call, and that will be a free throw by Carroll.
Yeah. Penalty there. and they're going to send Andrew Cook. So Cook is the best free throw shooter on the team, and for Coach Paulson, he probably wants to see one go through for Andrew Cook, so he selects him for
and
the
he
shot.
got it. That'll help. That could get him going. That could be just what he needs.
5-0 run to start the second half. And Coach Steve Keller will call a timeout as the Fighting Saints cut it to 3. We'll take a timeout with you. Back with more second half action. You're listening to the home of Fighting Saints basketball on Rewind 94.9 FM, online kcap.com.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Got projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Winter is here and there's no better time to own a new Subaru. Hi, this is Eric from Placer Subaru. Subaru is the right vehicle for a Montana winter. With symmetrical all-wheel drive and industry-leading safety, you can drive Montana roads with confidence. At Placer Subaru, we are finally starting to see a little bit of on-ground inventory. So check it out online or just stop in and see your favorite sales consultant and pick the Subaru that's right for you. That's Placer Subaru, family-owned and operated, and serving the community for over 70 years.
KIMO HD3 Townsend, Helena, your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9.
Welcome back to the Carroll College PE Center, along with Gary Turcotte, Nick Dietzen. Pleased to be with you this Thursday night, 44-41. The visiting University of Providence Argos with a 3-point lead, but the Saints have chipped away an 8-point halftime deficit in 2 minutes, and they're looking to do more with Garrett Long, and he connects with the spin move.
That's the Garrett we know well.
1 point, so a 7-0 run here.
First 3 minutes of the second half.
And I'm sure Steve Keller, that's not what he had in mind with the timeout. Obviously tried to slow down the momentum, but here we are. It's a 1-point lead with the Fighting Saints fighting back. 7-0 run. Jake Olson gives it off to Eric Milner, who checked in for the Argos. Sam Vining, Kenny Curtis going to work. Nice defense there as Andrew Cook deflects the ball out of bounds. Only 1 second on the shot clock as the Argos will inbound from the baseline. Eric Milner, who's been quiet, he's from San Bernardino, California, and Eisenhower High School. Unable to get a shot off, and there's a shot clock violation, and Steve Keller says, I will turn to Drayton Coyote. 17-23, Fighting Saints, 7-0 run out of half.
And Steve is thinking, Sam, there's only 1 second left. You don't have time to shot, fake, and dribble. You got to shoot it on the touch.
Makes sense to me. Isaiah Moore, the freshman, elevates. Shot up, no good. Andrew Cook with nice active hands, keeps it alive. Braden Cook raises up, shot no good. Rebound, Marcus Stevens. So a good look from Cook. Marcus Stevens will initiate action, and Brendan Temple with the rejection. Stevens will go back to work, and he will draw the foul on Brendan Temple. So unfortunately, that is a third on Brendan Temple. Stevens initiating offense there. He had 19 first half points.
He's the go-to. He's the glue that holds it together. And he's a leader, too. I've been watching him out there communicate with his teammates.
16 minutes, 49 seconds left in the game. Checking in, Murat Guzalogic. Eric Milner. Again, averaging double digits on the season, but quiet. He will get the ball and go baseline, and just like that, a layup for Eric Milner gets him on the board. 46-43, Argos in front by 3.
And that's their first bucket this half.
Absolutely, they led by 8, and the Saints with a 7-0 run now, snapped by the bucket from Milner. Garrett Long will attack the lane, picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Isaiah Moore. He'll elevate at the free throw line and connect. It's going to be fun to watch him over
Yep.
a few years. The true freshman from Fairfield elevates with 13 points now and then 7 big rebounds. Marcus Stevens will attack again, kicks it out, perimeter, it goes to Milner in the corner, and Milner heating up with a 3. Eric Milner with 5 points in the second half.
Pretty good contest there by Andrew Cook, and he shot it right in his face.
49-45, Argos in front by 4. They led by 8 at half. Braden Cook, Garrett Long, they're going to drop it into Andrew Cook. He has 1 point. It was on a technical free throw.
And that'll get him to the free throw line shooting too.
So
They posted him up that time, and I think they should be able to do that against this small lineup.
Andrew Cook, Huntington Beach, California, averaging 16.9 on the season for the Fighting Saints, leads them in scoring. He also, from the line, is shooting 89%. And the announcer's jinx there as he misses that one. He's also averaging 4.4 rebounds. Doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but 44%, so he's obviously capable.
Yes.
From downtown, but he likes to get the offense going off the dribble. He'll connect on that. So 2 for 3 on free throws, 2 points for him. Marcus Stevens with a nice look into Jake.
God, that's a great
Olsen.
pass. That's an unbelievable pass. That's
Stevens
a
to
one-handed,
Olsen.
no-look, perfect dime
Dunk.
for a layup for his teammate.
51-46, Braden Cook, Isaiah Moore, 2 freshmen. Playing a lot of minutes here, both started. Braden Cook, catch and shoot.
And one.
Both true freshmen, Moore and Cook, they just look so under control. They
They do.
elevate. It's like textbook jumpers from the 2 of them.
Well, I think that's a good word you use, is elevate. They get up so high on their jump shot. It's hard to contest it.
So he gets the bucket and will get a opportunity to make a 3-point play as he steps to the line. Helena Capital product. They won the state title last year. Had a lot of attention, but a great get for Coach Kurt Paulson, who's got a lot of production out of his freshman class so far. So they've cut it to 2 on the 3-point play from Braden Cook. 49-51. Saints
Did you
trail
see
by
that
2.
pass by Stevens there?
Oh yeah.
Out of a double team.
And he will wave off the pick. Now he'll get one from Olsen, who sets good screens, and Stevens, with just an attacking offensive effort, draws the foul on Isaiah Moore.
He just holds that team together in every way, every single thing he does, whether it's passing, dribbling, rebounding. He just is, he's at a different level.
Argos in front by 2, Sam Vining from Great Falls. They move it around the perimeter. Marcus Stevens now, defended by Moore, and Stevens raises up and knocks down the 3. So Marcus Stevens, 22.
It's not just his shooting and scoring, it's his passing.
Andrew Cook goes to work, unable to convert, gets his rebound, and knocks it down. His headband comes off.
And he went to the hole real hard that time. Very, very hard.
He just hasn't quite had it, but he's stuck with it and able to get to the line where he's obviously shooting 89% as we referenced earlier.
And Nick, he's a crunch time guy. He really is. When the crunch time comes, he's one of those guys that can elevate his game.
And he can create a shot as well as create for others.
Yeah.
So between him and Temple, a lot of good things happen on the offensive end. So he knocks down the free throw. A couple of 3-point plays from Fighting Saints, and it's 54-52, 14 minutes, second half from the Carroll PE Center. Behind the back pass, unable to be handled, and in transition, the Fighting Saints, Andrew Cook goes to the deck, off glass, tie game. No time to breathe though, the Argos are coming back, and Eric Milner, Sam Vining 3-ball, shot no good, rebound to Andrew Cook. Fighting Saints trail by 8 at halftime. James Lang, who checked in, goes to the deck and able to get it back out to Braden Cook. A furious possession here. Lang will get his feet set. 3-ball in and out.
Rattled.
Rebound.
That would have been big.
Stevens.
That would have been huge.
You can tell the Saints faithful are getting excited, but that is the second foul from James Lang on 3-point shots. Davian Harris-Williams kind of with that kick out, almost
Well,
like the James
Nick,
Harden
I was
for
going to
the
say that.
Steph Curry move.
After the way late, he all of a sudden the legs get tangled up, and I can't tell if he kicked him out or not, but he very well might have.
That's been a point of emphasis in the NBA, getting rid of that. It's not only difficult for fans to stomach, but it can be an injury risk for really both players. Potentially.
Yeah.
You go an ankle landing on that kick out or just not sticking the landing, either way. But that's the second James Lang foul on a three-pointer. The last time Marcus Stevens converted all 3 of the free throws before halftime. Tie game, 54-54. Harris-Williams will head to the line soon for 3 foul shots. The Saints have clawed back from an 8-point deficit. Leading Carroll College is Braden Cook with 15 points. Isaiah Moore 13, so 2 diaper dandies, the freshmen, have 28 of the 54 points for the Fighting Saints. Andrew Cook now 7 points in the second half. He was held scoreless in the first. And Brendan Temple 7 points.
And Brendan's back in the ballgame now. Carroll with 2 posts in the ballgame now, which they haven't really done. So Murat's probably going to guard Vining, and I think Murat can stay in front of Vining. Vining's more of a spot-up shooter.
Brendan Temple also with the 3 fouls, so he's going to have to be careful.
Yes.
We know that Coach Paulson has said he likes to be aggressive and trust his players when they're in foul trouble. Johnny Hillman played a lot of early season games with 4 fouls and was able to avoid fouling out in most of those. And Brendan Temple now with the 3 with 13 minutes remaining. First free throw of 3 for Harris-Williams, good. The second one also good. He's a 6'1" junior from Tacoma, Washington, Culver Park High School. Davian Harris-Williams will knock down all 3 free throws. And now it's 57-54, Argos in front. Guy Pedra checking in, along with Murat Guzalogic. So a little international flavor with the Istanbul product and the Sao Paulo, Brazil wing. Brendan Temple with an aggressive move on the baseline draws the foul.
Carroll should continue to pound him inside. And that is just such a small lineup out there.
And now 2 fouls on Olsen, so getting a third on him would be big. Braden Cook, 20 on the shot clock. He'll dribble left hand, spins Andrew Cook. Braden Cook into Brendan Temple on the block, defended by Olsen. He's going to go to work with the right hand jump hook, in and out. Murat with the rebound. Now a good move. Pass there from Cook to Cook.
And it's tied up.
Cooks for
Carroll had never to get the
to
lead since the first quarter, early in the ballgame, but still tied.
Nice pass by the freshman there. He could have taken the shot, passed it up for a better one for his teammate.
Yep.
And we're tied up again at 57. 12 minutes, 23 seconds from B Center. Harris-Williams drives the lane and gets bailed out. Are they going to call that on Brendan Temple?
And we were talking about matchups there, and Murat ended up trying to guard Devin Harris-Williams 30 feet from the basket. That is not going to work.
And that is 4 fouls now on Brendan Temple.
Yeah. Yeah. Harris-Williams he just one of those guys that's played a million games of basketball. He just knows how to play. He's so smart.
Under control, and the Argos have just been terrific at the free throw line. And we're seeing the basketball stay in the net. That's been a theme of this second half as I've watched warm-ups, and then also here there's a lot of shots where the ball's just staying in. So players knock it out. They're going to have to do some work on the nylon before Saturday. And more free throws connected by Davian Harris-Williams, so he's knocked down 5 free throws as the Argos lead 59-57. 6 fouls on the Argos, 4 on the Saints. Andrew Cook with a nice aggressive move. And Murat Guzalogic gets called for the offensive foul. Andrew, unselfish pass. Maybe that would have been a good one to shoot as he had deep position.
As a right pass.
Derek Kramer checking in. Guzalogic's got such a stout frame of his own. It's like he's never going to get the benefit on the whistle when there's a guy hit the deck.
That's what happened on that time, Nick. And to be honest with you, that's just what happened. Oh.
And a great move by Marcus Stevens, splitting defenders and able to score.
And that time, you know, he split the on-ball screen. Carroll's jumping out to show. He just splits it and then makes a really tough shot off 1 foot.
Making the difficult look easy. Marcus Stevens, Argos in front by 4 now. Andrew Cook. And the ball, a turnover by the Fighting Saints as Garrett Long loses the handle out of bounds. 11 minutes, 31 seconds. The Argos led by 8 at the break. Saints cut it down to a tie game. They've yet to grab the lead. But we've got a good one here from the PE Center.
We certainly do.
A lot of talent on display. Marcus Stevens, principal among the group. Off 1 foot, no good. Saints battle for the rebound, and Andrew Cook comes out with it. Andrew Cook, Guy Pedra, open 3 from the corner. Shot no good. He's awfully dangerous from there, but unable to connect. And Eric Milner will do a one-man fast break, and it's another foul. So Argos doing a terrific job of getting to the free throw line, and then when they get there, they just haven't missed.
And the fouls have all been shooting fouls, so they're shooting.
Right.
That's 16 fouls on Carroll, but all of them have been shooting fouls.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with you and be back for more second half action. You're listening to the home of Fighting Saints basketball on Rewind 94.9 FM and KCAP.com.
Hi, we're TDS. We're here to shake things up a bit.
See, we specialize in technology that connects people and grows business.
Like intelligently designed phone systems, cloud-based TV,
and powerful fiber internet that delivers speed and reliability beyond compare.
Our competition doesn't like us much, but our customers do.
So, Helena, if you're ready for a new choice, say hello to TDS. We want to be your provider for a lifetime. Visit tdsfiber.com/hello to learn more.
Play and stay where the winners go. Gold Island Casino.
Doesn't an island getaway sound great? Hi, this is Jenny, inviting you to our Gold Island for your getaway. Enjoy the air-conditioned comfort and super friendly atmosphere, and let us pamper you a bit as you try your luck on our Lipo machines. Join us today at Gold Island Casino for your island getaway.
Play and stay where the winners go. Gold Island Casino.
Back with you. Carroll College PE Center, Fighting Saints basketball. Carroll College trails by 4. The University of Providence Argos from Great Falls lead 61-57. And Eric Milner will head to the line for some free throws where the Argos have been very effective getting both drawing fouls and then creating points from the charity stripe.
Well, they were 14 for 15 the first half. What did they this half, Nick? Can you get that?
Yep, I got it for you here.
Made that
now
one.
they're 21 of 22.
Yeah.
So just the one miss, but also doubling up the opportunities of what Carroll has at the free throw line. Stevens, Marcus Stevens, 24 points. Davian Harris-Williams, 16. And now Milner has 7 second half points. Andrew Cook has 7 second half points. He was shut out in the first half, so both of those players getting going. And Andrew Cook behind the back dribble. Shot, fade away, no good. Isaiah Moore tries to get the rebound. It comes out to Sam Vining, and in transition come the Argos. Up and under by Harris-Williams, no good. Rebound, Derek Kramer. And Isaiah Moore drops it into the freshman teammate, Derek Kramer.
That's a really nice play by Isaiah Moore there. Now Derek needs to step up and make some free throws here, which you can do. You just got to keep contact with these Argos. If they can get 10, 12-point lead, I don't think you can catch them. But if you can keep it close, you can catch them at crunch time.
Definitely know that you don't want it to go to a free throw game at the end at the way they're shooting there right now.
Yeah. And Derek makes his first one. It's a good-looking free throw.
The freshman from Bellevue, 6'9", tallest player on the roster. Started in Billings, and he connects on both. So 2 good free throws by Derek Kramer. Now can the Saints get a stop? 10 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the game. Providence ahead, 63-59. Sam Vining swings it to Curtis. Kenny Curtis has been quiet. Misses the 3, rebound Guy Pedra. And Andrew Cook. So a good stop by the Fighting Saints there. We'll see if they can turn defense into offense as Cook goes to the lane. A little wild off the glass, unable to get it as he crashes into below the basket. And the crowd was looking for a turnover there. They don't get it. What they do get is an open 3 from Davian Harris-Williams to quiet them down as he knocks that down. And the Argos have now extended the lead to 7. The Saints trailed by 8 at halftime. They cut it down to a tie, but now trail by 7. 9.5 minutes to play in the game. Derek Kramer on the block. Faces up on Jake Olson. Kramer going to work here. Pivots. Left hand hook.
Good
Derek
for him.
Kramer.
Yeah. Yeah, nice touch.
You say that wasn't on the scouting report.
Yeah. And coach is going to bring in Brandon Temple, and I think that's the right play because the game could get away from you right here. And he just got to play without fouling.
He's a senior, and really his fouls have been on help.
Yeah.
They haven't been on his man.
Oh.
But the three-point barrage continues as Davian Harris-Williams connects from the other side of the baseline, or near the baseline rather, opposite side of the court. 69-61, 8-point lead, just what we started the half after the Saints went on a nice 7-0 run. A look at the Mike Miller State Farm Insurance scoreboard. For all your insurance needs, contact Mike Miller State Farm Insurance. In Buttes, 7.5 minutes remain. Montana Tech 58, Montana State University Northern 54.
Wow, that's tightened up.
And then in Dillon, Western with a comfortable 57-37 lead over Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bulldogs
Yeah,
leading by 20.
Rocky's struggling. They are struggling.
Isaiah Moore connects at the free throw line. And also in for the Saints, you mentioned Brendan Temple and now Jordan Bryant. So Jordan Bryant seen some good court time today.
And Carroll, once again, with 2 bigs in the lineup, that means one of those bigs has got to guard a quick guard.
Good point. And then checking in.
Yeah.
Providence puts Norman in. The Helena product. Marcus Stevens finds Williams-Harris.
Oh.
Harris-Williams, rather, with another 3.
And
He's made 3 in a row.
And that was off the pass by Stevens, penetration by Stevens.
72-63, Argos lead by 9. Nice dump down low from Braden Cook to Derek Kramer. So 8 fouls on the Argos now. The threes are just too much right now for the Fighting Saints defense. (72-63), Derek Kramer at the line. Knocks down his 3rd consecutive free throw.
And I think Coach Paulson's going to have to take one of the bigs out. You can't match up with the Argos with your 6'9" guy against their 6'1" guard who, against dribble drive offense, it's just they're too spread.
And as you mentioned that, Derek Kramer will head to the bench and Garrett Long will check in. It's been a free throw clinic right now as the Fighting Saints 14 for 16 at the line, and then the Argos 21 for 22. So only 3 misses between the 2 teams, and they've shot a lot of free throws. So pretty impressive on that front.
It's been the Davian Harris-Williams show. This half, it was the Marcus Stevens show, the first half of the Argos.
25 and 24.
Yeah.
So 49 points between those 2 players. And the threes, they're 11 for 22. But again, where you really need to go is looking individually here. 9 of 11 between those 2 from the Bombers. from deep.
And those guys didn't even play first semester. That's what's so amazing. And they're just playing.
Made their way from Great Falls. They lead by 7, 72-65. As for Carroll offensively, 2 freshmen, each with 15 points, Braden Cook and Isaiah Moore. And then Andrew Cook has rebounded really well. He was shut out in the first half. He's got 10 second half points.
Yeah, he's playing really well. And he will. He's still got 8 minutes to go, and he'll play well this 8 minutes.
Derek Kramer gave him a nice start to the half, making all of his free throws, 4 for 4. He got 6 points off the bench. Brendan Temple's been quiet. He has 4 fouls, but is on the floor. Temple, Bryant, Long, Cook, Moore for the Fighting Saints. And coming out of timeout, Marcus Stevens misses. And Braden Cook with a nice rebound as Stevens came crashing in following his shot. Fighting Saints need a bucket. And they will go into Brennan Temple, and he will give it back to Garrett Long. A lot of contact. Jordan Bryant drives the lane, and it gets the block.
Gus an and one. That could have gone either way. That was a break for Carroll.
Jordan Bryant there does a nice job attacking, drawing the foul, connecting on the shot.
You know, coming out of timeouts, Carroll has had a good push every time. Every time out of a timeout.
Both teams with 3 timeouts left, and the Argos 10 fouls, so double bonus.
There you go.
Jordan Bryant at the line, Carmichael, California, rattles it home. 3-point play for Jordan Bryant. 72-68. Fighting Saints trail by 4. Kenny Curtis averaging 15. He's been quiet. The Argos haven't needed him because they've had an offensive explosion from 2 other guards, Marcus Stevens and Davian Harris-Williams. Curtis drives. Nice defensive possession, but the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was off Carroll, so with 8 seconds on the shot clock on the baseline, always under control, Davian Harris-Williams will inbound. And they will find it to Stevens. Now back to Harris-Williams. He'll whip it around. Tipped by Brendan Temple and into the hands of Jordan Bryant. Good stop by the Fighting Saints. Trail by 4. 7 minutes remaining in the game. Isaiah Moore will get it into Temple. Temple faces up. He'll go to work on the block. Kicks it out. Open Isaiah Moore.
What a big 3. That's
Triple.
a huge 3.
18 points, Isaiah Moore. And he was ready for that one. They closed out pretty well on him, but he got it up. And then just like that, driving the lane, Davian Harris-Williams with a good effort, but misses it.
Ooh.
A lot of contact at center court as Kenny Curtis collides with Garrett Long. And the Saints fans are irate as the Argos get an easy layup, as that was a big collision at center court. Ended up in the hands of the Argos.
I think it happened so fast. I think the official just didn't see it. It just came out of nowhere.
Brendan Temple. They're really running the offense through him. He's so unselfish and also so skilled on the block, able to pick up a foul. I just think that's going to be going home this last 6 minutes.
Touch it every time. Every time. But he can't foul out.
Right.
He's got to stay. He's got to use his head. He can't be blocking shots. Yeah. Because Carroll's at their best when they're on their offense through him.
And he's so unselfish. He played point guard and had a growth spurt later in life, and he's got the handles and just has that vision where he's sometimes almost too unselfish, but, you know, a good problem to have for Coach Kurt Paulson. First free throw is missed by Temple. We've been seeing phenomenal free throw shooting in this game by both teams. The Argos have only missed 1. Temple connects on the second, so now the Saints have cut it to 2, and Kenny Curtis will bring it up, defended by Isaiah Moore. Curtis backs out, picks up his dribble. Marcus Stevens Harris Williams. Deep three defended by Garrett Long. Shot no good. Kenny Curtis retreats to the three-point line. Good closeout by Isaiah Moore. Curtis. Harris Williams. He will elevate, and nothing but air.
No, those are 2 bad shots that he's taken, and those are the first 2 bad shots I thought he's taken all game.
And Coach Keller has the same opinion.
Yeah, he's been so under control and so smart, but those were not good shots.
That kind of step back, man in your face.
Yeah, with the hand
Lots
right
of time
there
on the shot clock.
Yeah, no, neither one of those had a chance to go in.
We'll see if the Fighting Saints can take advantage of that miss as they trail by 2 here with 5.5 minutes. And after picking up his dribble, Kurt Paulson will call a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll stay with you.
So Carroll's been able to tie it up a couple of times, but hasn't been able to get the lead. It just seems like every time they get a chance to do it, they fail. Marcus Stevens hasn't been as assertive this half as he was the first half. I hope he wasn't saving it for crunch time, because when he puts his mind to it, he's really a handful. But Carroll hanging in there, battling. Coach Paulson being really positive with his team. He's not, there've been times I thought, gosh, he's going to get frustrated and yell at somebody, but he hasn't. He stayed so positive. He stayed positive with the officials, even though there've been some tough calls. So sometimes when you do that, you keep your kids in the game. You keep your kids, they keep playing hard for you, and that's what they've done for Kurt tonight.
Marcus Stevens had 19 first half points, been bottled up a little bit here with only 5 in the second half, but it's Davian Harris Williams who's had 16 second half points. He's on the bench with 5.5 minutes now after missing a couple shots. And Andrew Cook, 10 points in the second half, will go to work. He's going to find Brendan Temple, who faces up with 6 seconds on the shot clock. A little bit of almost a flop there. They tried to get a foul call on Temple. A little bit of contact, gets away with it.
It could have been a block, could have been a charge.
So 4 fouls on Marcus Stevens.
That was a big call right there. But
double bonus.
Yeah,
Here
big
on
call.
out.
Could have gone either way. It's kind of down at the far end from where we are. I didn't get a great look to see how set the defense was.
Well, he went at Olsen, and I think Olsen kind of was trying to draw the foul and flopped a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't call it, of course, but on the next play, Stevens and Temple collide, but that would have been 5 on him, so now a big call because Stevens has 4. So both players with 4.
Ooh. 5
minutes remaining. 2 free throws from Brendan Temple, and we have a tie game. They've climbed the mountain again after trailing by 8 at halftime. Can they get a stop and take the lead? The Fighting Saints 74, Argos 74, and picking up his dribble is Stevens. Good defense by the Fighting Saints. Kenny Curtis, though, able to go baseline and get a layup.
Get inside the trees, and he just went up so quickly.
The 5'9" sophomore has been quiet, but he was able to connect on that one. And Braden Cook will come back and
payback
for the same medicine. Yeah. 76-76, 4 minutes, 40 seconds. Frontier Conference basketball. Eric Milner driving the lane, so another layup. The Argos.
And that was all off of Marcus Stevens. You can see that Marcus is going to take over now. And he's that good, he can.
Timeout on the floor. We'll be back with the conclusion from Carroll College, 4.5 minutes. You're listening to Fighting Saints basketball on Rewind 94.9 FM and online, kcap.com.
At St. Peter's Health, we care about our community and are committed to keeping everyone safe. That's why we're growing our emergency response team and donating over 100 hours a year to be on standby at local events and activities. No matter the occasion, you can count on us to be there when you need us. St. Peter's Health. Superior care, hometown commitment.
Hi, this is Chuck from Meineke Car Care. I know you're probably used to hearing my wife. However, we decided to give her the day off, and I got stuck doing this. You want to go to a place you can trust for car care. Check out Meineke's reviews.
They do great quality work. I've had my 95 Dodge over there and had an oil change and brakes. They've just replaced the brand new engine in my wife's van. Go anywhere else, they're going to be costing you a lot more. Meineke's that one special shop. They're a wonderful group of people to work with. I'd highly recommend them.
If your car is complaining about anything, visit your full-service Meineke Car Care Center on Custer Avenue.
Welcome back to the Carroll College PE Center. Along with Gary Turcott, I'm Nick Dietzen. 4 minutes, 35 seconds. We've got a good one. University of Providence, 78. Carroll College, 76. The Argos led at halftime by 8. Carroll brought it to a tie, and then the Argos built the lead back up to 8, and then Carroll brought it back down. So a layup on the last possession by Eric Milner puts the Argos in front by 2. 4.5 minutes. Some important notes on the floor. Marcus Stevens, the leading scorer for the Argos, has 4 fouls, and Brendan Temple, the senior captain from Castle Rock, Colorado, also 4 fouls. Andrew Cook will drop it into Temple. He'll give it back to Cook. He elevates. Shot good. Tie game.
Carroll's been able to tie, cannot get the lead. Can't get a stop when they have it tied.
Davian Harris-Williams checking back in for Coach Steve Keller. Stevens elevates and rattles it home.
And that is such a tough shot. He can kind of do that anytime he wants to. That's the sad truth.
80-78, under 4 minutes. Brendan Temple hands it off to Andrew Cook. They're going hard with Andrew Cook. Off glass, in and out. Offensive rebound, unable to come up with his Temple, but he also didn't foul, so that was important. 26 on the clock, and it doesn't matter. Davian Harris-Williams with another 3.
Off a pass by Stevens. He's just a beautiful ball player. I mean, he's so smart.
83-78, 3 minutes, 23 seconds. Braden Cook leading the offense in scoring. Him and Isaiah Moore, the 2 freshmen. Brendan Temple with a great pass to cutting Andrew Cook. Layup for Andrew Cook. He's had a big second half. 83-80, 3 minutes remaining. Saints need a stop. They need a bunch of them because the Argos keep coming in waves offensively. Mostly Marcus Stevens and the always ready to shoot Davian Harris-Williams. Misses everything on that one, and if Andrew Cook's not careful, Kenny Curtis was coming for that. Great drop-off pass between the legs. Brendan Temple. 3-ball from Braden Cook. What a pass. Dropping it between his legs. Behind.
Great pass.
To the trail man, Braden Cook from Helena Capital, the Gatorade Player of the Year last year. 83-83. Can the Saints get a stop? Kenny Curtis says he wants 3. He won't get it. Rebound Cook, and here's the opportunity for the Fighting Saints to take the lead. Things have gone well when they go to Brendan Temple.
Yeah.
And Andrew Cook, big second half. Braden Cook picks up his dribble and a bad turnover for the Fighting Saints. He picked up his dribble and then he quickly threw a bounce pass that no one was ready for. 2 minutes, 5 seconds. We'll stay here. Fighting Saints basketball presented by Placer Subaru.
Now, Nick, this is where if you had Johnny Hillman, that he's the guy that you can put on Marcus Stevens, and he has a chance to stop him. But there really isn't anybody else that's got a high percentage chance to stop him. He's just that good. And if he wants to get it and they want to clear out for him up on top, and he wants to drive, he just pulls up so quick and he elevates so high, and then he makes those tough shots. I don't know how you stop it, but they got Andrew Cook on him, who is a good defender, and he is long and is physical. But I think right now, Marcus Stevens, he's the guy. And at the other end, Andrew Cook is playing great. We knew he would play great at crunch time. Started slow the first half.
14 second half points.
14 second half points, yeah. And then I also think Brendan Temple, he's a go-to guy you can get to, and anybody can penetrate and get shots for Brendan Cook. Braden Cook. He's
got 20.
Yeah, but he needs a little help to get his shot. He can't get his shot on his own. He needs a little help by somebody to help him get one.
Braden Cook 20, Isaiah Moore 18 and 8 rebounds, Andrew Cook 14, Brendan Temple also in double figures with 10. He's got 8 rebounds, he has 5 assists, he also has 4 fouls. 30 points for Davian Harris-Williams, 26 from Marcus Stevens. The Argos have only missed 1 free throw. 2 minutes remain. Argos with the possession, and they will go hard with Davian Harris-Williams. Left hand off glass, 32 for him. So 2-point lead, 1 minute, 47 seconds remain. Braden Cook, the Fighting Saints have fought and been able to get the tie, but they just haven't been able to get the lead. Andrew Cook's spin move gets a pickpocket there by Davian Harris-Williams with the snipe, and it is 85-83, minute 28 from the Carroll College PE Center. Coach Steve Carroll tells his team to get rolling here with 12 on the shot clock, and Harris-Williams with that left hand going to work, and he just hasn't been stopped this second half.
And that's 2 times in a row where they've run dribble drive and attacked Braden Cook. And just Williams has just made a great play both times.
87-83, Fighting Saints minute. Guy Pedra drives the lane, and a layup is no good, but he fights for the offensive rebound, able to draw the foul. An in and out on that drive by Pedra.
That would have been, it could have been an and one, really.
Yep, he's been on the bench for a little bit, unable to connect on that one. 55 seconds, Saints trail by 4. They are in the double bonus, and they really haven't been able to get quite as many free throw attempts since they've been in the double bonus for quite some time. We'll see what Guy Pedra has in store. The Brazilian calmly knocks down the first. Again, the Saints keep clawing back. They just haven't been able to get the lead.
They haven't. Yeah, it's just they work and work and work, get it tied.
Second free throw on the way, Guy Pedra knocks it down. 2 good free throws by Pedra. 87-85. How do you get a stop?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I don't think they'll go to Williams again. No, maybe they will. They're all set up to do it.
20 seconds on the shot clock, 43 on the game clock. So the Argos have to go to work, and Williams has been doing it with his left hand.
And they did it again. Those are 3 times in a row. They get him the ball over there on the right wing, and he drives to his left.
Yeah, and it's just...
And he's so under control. Talk about his low center of gravity and his strength. He's been the crunch time guy.
Absolutely. They're going to him, and he has delivered, too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So
the Argos have really got 2 guys they can go to very effectively. Carroll's got a timeout here.
And the free throw shooting has been tremendous for the Argos. So Coach Paulson may be doing a little bit of a, try to get in his head a little bit here. You got to do whatever you can because the free throws have been going down, and they're down 2. So these are big free throws.
Well, he's one of those guys, too, that shoots a free throw without taking a dribble. There aren't very many guys that do that. But he'll just get it, and he'll just shoot it without bouncing it.
60 combined points from Davian Harris-Williams and Marcus Stevens.
Yeah, they're 2 really good players.
23 second half points for Harris-Williams. He's perfect at the line, 7 of 7. He'll have 2 shots as the Saints trail by 2 and 37 seconds.
And I can tell you that if Hillman is playing, they don't have that many. Maybe one of them would, but they wouldn't both have that much. I mean, he's just that good of a defender, and that strong, and that experienced. So we just hope we get Johnny Hillman back.
And Isaiah Moore, a little bit of defense there.
Yeah.
He's just been strong going to that left and then under control. As you said, he's not tall. He's 6'1", so nearly everybody's got a size advantage over him. But he's been aggressive after sitting with Coach Keller for a little bit because he took some threes that were maybe ill-advised, and so he sat for a little bit. And now we've seen him just really aggressive on the dribble penetration. 87-85, 36.9 ticks left on the clock from the Carroll College PE Center 2 shots.
Now watch him. He won't dribble it. He'll just put it in his. He'll kind of spin it in his hands.
First one, nothing but net. Yeah, that is different.
Yeah.
But pre-shot routine, as long as it's the same every time, a good idea. It's been consistent. Open stance at the line. And he will miss.
This one.
So 3-point lead. That could be big. Andrew Cook.
One's got.
Saints are in the double bonus. They'll let Cook go to work. He will drive with the left hand.
And that's the same concept there that Coach Kurt Paulson came back and said, well, I like what you did. I like it so much, I'm going to do it. So they cleared out that middle for Andrew and let him come hard, and that is 5 fouls.
5 fouls on Jake Olson, the big man from Great Falls. He had a strong effort, but he will head to the bench, and they will replace him with Sam Vining, his Great Falls, Montana teammate. Vining's had a quiet night, only 1 point. Sat a lot of the second half.
And he's a good shooter. I've seen him light it up. He just never really got going today.
And Andrew Cook, the 89% free throw shooter. He's 3 for 4 at the line tonight. Make it 4 for 5. Cook, 15 points in the second half. He was blanked in the first, and he has come back with a flurry here. Been consistent for Coach Kurt Paulson. Second free throw, front of the rim, no good. 88-86, 23 seconds. They got a foul, and that was the wrong guy. Brendan Temple had to foul, and he knew it. So we have a second player foul out as Temple heads to the bench. 88-86, 21 seconds, and Eric Milner, the 6'1 junior out of San Bernardino, California.
And he's got a front end. He doesn't have 2, it's a front end. This is a rigged free throw right here.
Both the last 2 possessions, teams were 1 for 2.
Ooh.
Milner connects on the first. Telling everybody I got it as Coach Keller has all 4 players back out. Nobody to rebound. A lot of confidence in Milner as they lead by 3. And he will
he missed the one.
Miss the next one. And Andrew Cook quickly into the front court. Cook will go to work. They lead by 3. Cook gets into the lane as they will let him get that one. Layup by Andrew Cook. And there's 13 on the clock. Saints will pressure, and they have to foul.
And you can see Williams and Stevens have got such good chemistry. Williams waited to get the ball into Stevens. He knew who he wanted to get the ball inbounds to. But it's still a front end, Nick. It's only the 9th foul. So he's got to make that first one, or Carroll's got a real shot here.
89-88, 11.9. And Marcus Stevens, there's probably no one else they'd prefer to have at the free throw line. He hasn't shot a free throw in the second half, but he was 9 for 9 in the first half. Stevens, a huge first half, quieter in the second, and pressure free throw, first one goes down. So we're 88-90, and Coach Keller will employ the same idea with no offensive rebounders. He's got confidence, as he probably should, with Stevens, but he's going to keep those other 4 back to try to pressure the Saints. Stevens connects on both free throws, and now we got a timeout. We'll stay with you. 91-88.
So I think you have to take the 3 here, Nick. I mean, some coaches will just, take the 2 and then foul and extend it, but I think as good as the Argos shoot free throws, I don't think you can count on them missing if you have to foul them. So I think you got to go for the 3 here. Something, and you got 11 seconds to get it. You don't have to take it right away. You can be patient with it, and get somebody a pretty good look at a 3. Get your check and hope you got a shot at overtime.
And then you got the idea too, potentially, that Coach Steve Keller, he might foul.
He might
send somebody to the line and say you're not going to shoot a 3.
Right.
This is that strategy point with 11.9 ticks left.
And that's really risky. You've got to practice that a lot, because what if you foul the guy just as he's shooting a 3?
Oh yeah.
And he gets a 4-point play. That's what I was always worried about. But you can foul him in the backcourt, but you want them to run some time off the clock before you foul. So I've seen the strategy work, and I've seen it not work.
It's definitely a philosophy that a lot of people have differing opinions on, and a lot has to do with who you have on your team, who can you count on to make the heads-up play. We have 5 threes for Braden Cook, 4 for Isaiah Moore. So one of the Cooks potentially you draw it up for. Guy Pedra is checked in. He's a good three-point shooter.
Ideally, you'd like Braden to take it, really.
11.9. Pedra will inbound it. Nobody's on him. Andrew Cook gets it at midcourt, and he will call a timeout with 10.1. Coach Paulson will elect to get it at a pass half court and then come up with a plan here. So
Coach Keller does not have any timeouts left. It looks like Coach Paulson has 1 left after his. If you have, neither one do. So they're both out of timeout. So it's now or never.
Can't take them with you. 91-88. Argos in front by 3. They led at halftime by 8. A really high-scoring affair here. The Fighting Saints have really fought back with an 8-point deficit, but again, they just haven't been able to take the lead. And they would much love to see 5 extra minutes on the clock right now because
you bet.
They've been chipping away, and it feels as if they're kind of right there. It's just, can they maybe make it to extra time here? Great free throw shooting by both teams. The Argos 25 of 28, Carroll 22 of 26. So just not a lot better than that on any given night in college basketball.
That is great free throw shooting.
Couple foul outs right now. Brendan Temple will not be able to come back. Jake Olson fouled out for Providence. Marcus Stevens has 4 fouls. So essentially a 5-guard lineup for
both teams
are out there, and then
both teams have got 5 guards.
Yep.
There's 10 guards out on the floor right now.
Jordan Bryant checked in. 10 seconds. Guy Pedra inbounding. Where will they go? Trailing by 3. Garrett Long gives it off to Braden Cook. He will rise for 3. Shot no good. Rebound Sam Vining.
Pretty good look. He got a pretty good look over there, just a little long. I think that was the right play. I think that was a good play for Coach to go to him. That's who I would have gone to.
Didn't quite get in rhythm. He kind of had to do the turnaround, but he did get a good look.
Yeah. Well, he just elevates so high. That's why you go to him. You know he can get it off.
This is Sam Vining at the free throw line will get a good roll there, as that's his 2nd point, and the bench razzes him a little bit as he only had 1 point and that shot wasn't looking good, but it did go in. So that will put this one to bed more than likely if a second one goes down, and it does. 93-88, 2 seconds left. Braden Cook will heave it. No good. Argos victorious on the road. Steve Keller picks up the victory. The University of Providence 93. Carroll College Fighting Saints 88. A really hotly contested game.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a very